Don't ask me if I'm free on October 14th, knowing that's the day when Logan's whole career, as well as his life, will get crumbled. As many of you already know, the drama between Logan and Dillon is getting hotter and hotter by the day. Fans can't wait to see the outcome of that fight, but based on the current situation and events that took place recently, some fans are predicting this fight might be the beginning of Logan's downfall. This whole drama took a controversial turn after Logan Paul got engaged to model Nina Agdal back in July. It was a matter of time before something would bring some things to the public, and when the fight was announced, Dillon was already fully prepared to make his first move. He posted God knows how many photos of Nina, Logan's fiance, with other men in questionable clothing and a hot atmosphere. But something even crazier is the captions he wrote on some of the posts. Just take a look at some of them. It's like a try not to laugh challenge. But he wasn't the one that threw the first punch out of nowhere. In fact, Logan did it as usual. Dillon had some sort of affair going on with Nina, and after those two took separate ways, Nina settled for Logan and they made a video dissing Dillon. So that's the thing that sparked up this drama. The craziest thing of all is something Dillon still didn't share to the public. He states that he has a picture that's like a nuclear bomb. The damage it would do would be irreparable. However, I personally didn't believe this until Andrew Tate didn't tweet about it. He said that he was trying to stay out of this, but when he opened Dillon's DM, he confirmed this picture would be a disaster. Dillon also said, if I dropped this pic, it would end the fight, end his engagement, and I might even find myself in jail. I know some of you are already craving to see it, but let's have some limits. I'm starting to feel sorry for Logan. Then there comes the press conference, and I have to admit that these conferences don't usually get this interesting. As this conference happened on Dillon's birthday, Logan made sure to bring him a cake, but not an ordinary one.
Happy birthday, dear Dillon, you little who doesn't show up to any fights ever. I got a cake of you getting knocked out with a camel toe. Happy birthday to you.
The cake was literally Dillon lying on the floor knocked out wearing his gloves. It didn't affect Dillon too much, but once Logan saw Dillon wearing the hat Logan wore in the video from Japan in which he recorded the body of a person that committed suicide, things got heated. All the attention was directed towards them both, and at this point, KSI and Fury were just spectators. A few minutes later, John Fury started kicking the tables, seeking attention, and Logan saw this as a perfect opportunity to throw the cake on Dillon. Both teams got on their legs. Dillon was trying to make his way to Logan, while he was just standing there. After the press conference was over and all fighters got back home, things started to get even more interesting. Dillon wasn't stopping posting tens, if not hundreds of pictures of Nina with other guys over the period of a few years back. The whole Twitter community started making memes about Logan Paul and his fiance, and even his fans are making fun of him in the comments under his posts. But there's also one more thing that happened at the press conference I didn't mention, and it's very important. Remember Crypto Zoo, a so-called autonomous ecosystem that was a huge scam promoted by Logan Paul? Well, when Dillon asked him about it at the press, Logan responded, "I'm working on it."
Why won't you pay back to people from Crypto Zoo?
I'm working on it, Dillon.
So yeah, he's working on getting back the money to the fancy scam, but meanwhile buying Nina a $1.9 million engagement ring. So much about that. This fight seems to be extremely personal to Logan after Danis made Nina's body count public. You can't get mad at him. Those images were always public. He just dug to find them. You're the only one you should be mad at. It's slowly becoming more and more obvious that Logan's career is near the end. If he stays with Nina after everything the public saw, then he's settling down and coming to terms with that fact. He's slowly starting to lose his fan base to Dillon. I want to hear your opinion about YouTube boxers down in the comments. Now imagine what happens if he loses this fight. That's the end of his career. And on top of that, the whole world knows his fiance's body count. And he's in beef with his own brother because he accompanied KSI, Jake's enemy, just so he could get in a business deal with KSI.
Are Logan and KSI really close, or is it all just a weird, promotional thing?
They're like acquaintances, but they both kind of joke about that. I've seen Logan be like, yeah, we're best friends, and kind of say it jokingly, but obviously they're business partners and that whole entire thing. So
oh, did I mention Jake, Logan's brother, had an affair with his fiancée Nina? Yeah, that too. However, he doesn't seem to stop there. He's beefing with anyone who publicly supports Dillon. When McGregor tweeted Dillon is back, Logan responded with "You're next." This guy seriously has a huge ego. I just don't know where that boost comes from. I'd pay to watch him getting in the ring with McGregor. That would probably be the last fight of his life. This is his third strike after a video from Japan and CoffeeZilla. His career somehow survived the first two after he made pathetic apology videos. But according to what we're seeing now, chances of him keeping the same fan base he had are low. I won't even talk about getting more people on his side. Even if he wins the fight, the damage has already been done. He will get to keep some of his reputation, but at what cost? He's the most successful person with the worst life choices in the world, and we all know how he chooses his next opponents. Someone of the same class as him. Now, someone lower class than him. Nah, a 40-year-old dad that tweeted about him. Yeah, that's the one. Logan thought he was the master of provoking his opponents until he met with Dillon. The website he made that shows how many days it's been since Dillon's last fight is kinda childish, and so is the cake. It looks like Dillon already won the fight. He just has to confirm it with a knockout. I have to admit, it would be one of a kind plot twist if Logan wins, but it would be even crazier if Dillon won the fight after 3+ years. I call that an ultimate comeback. Comment down below what you think.